Hi everybody, welcome to Connecticut Style. I'm Jocelyn Memento.
And I'm Teresa LaBarbera. Coming up today, firefighters put their lives on the line to save others. But what does it really take to become one? I recently went to a local training center in Colchester to see it firsthand.
And behind the scenes of the greatest show on earth, circus chef Michael Vaughn gives a cooking lesson from Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey's pie car. Can't wait to show it to you. It's fun.
Sounds it. Plus, legend has it that deep in the woods behind the Shoreline Trolley Museum lurk the things that nightmares are made of. We'll meet some of the scary characters from the Haunted Isle.
And they do look scary, don't they? And later on, we'll tell you about the Montblanc Writers Project and its involvement with the Mark My Words event.
So, Aaron, straight from Milford and all of you watching,
sit back and relax.
You're having lunch with style.
Before Allegra, my allergy medicines took hours to work or made me drowsy. After Allegra, I have the only one that combines fast, non-drowsy 24-hour relief of my toughest symptoms.
Proven effective even at 8 times high pollen levels.
After Allegra, I have it all.
When you're well cared for, you can keep doing the things you love, which is why WellCare Medicare Advantage plans give you extra Medicare benefits at no extra cost.
I am well cared for.
In fact, call now to see how you can start being well cared for with a free $10 Walgreens Wellness Card. Our plans give you great things like no monthly premium, no or low co-pays to see your doctor, no cost generic drugs, and even brand name coverage. Plus, you'll enjoy extra dental, vision, and hearing benefits. And even free gym memberships, rides to your doctor, and over-the-counter medicines every month. That's a lot more benefits than regular Medicare with no monthly premium.
I am well cared for.
Call the number on your screen right now to see how you can get a free $10 Walgreens Wellness Card just for having an appointment with us. Are you well cared for? You can be. Let's talk.
Get your game on with some tailgating tips from the Chew.
When I tailgate with my buddies, one of the things I always make is chili. Make it a couple days ahead of time. Let those flavors come together. Put it on the grill. It is a touchdown.
The Chew, weekdays on ABC.
Every day we hear about firefighters risking their lives to save others. But what does it take to become a firefighter? What's the training like? Well, I had the opportunity to learn just that with the Colchester Haywood Volunteer Fire Company. Take a look. At the intersection of Training Way and Volunteer Drive in Colchester, you'll find Schuster Park and this firefighter training facility. It took about 3 years to build. Fire companies from around eastern Connecticut use it to both train and practice with different drills.
What we're going to be demonstrating is a technique that we practice for firefighter safety and survival. So for a man down, it's referred to as the Denver drill. The first firefighter has found him. He is going to get on the other side, pick him up, and get on the other side, transition to the window side, away from the firefighter.
I mean, this is all dead weight too, Chief, right?
All dead weight. Firefighter's unconscious. They would check his air, make sure he still has air and he's breathing. Firefighter closest to the window will now transition to what we call a low profile. Shed his pack off to the side, and he's going to get on his back. And what's going to happen is we're going to press this firefighter up against his feet. And as they do, he's just going to bench press him with his legs, being the strongest part of his body, and transition him right up into the window.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Keep in mind, firefighters have nearly an extra 60 to 70 pounds of gear on. When a firefighter gets separated from his crew or stuck in a room, they're taught how to self-rescue.
What we're going to be demonstrating is what's called the bailout.
Okay.
Firefighter becomes either washed, trapped, or gets cut off from his way out. Could be because of rapid fire development. His stairwell could be locked behind him, and he comes to a window.
With the help of the Rapid Intervention Company, ladders are put outside windows for an emergency evacuation.
We take the center sash. On your windows, when you open them, you have that center sash. we'll clean that out. That's an indicator to a firefighter. As he's crawling along, if he gets into trouble and he puts his arm up and goes through the window and there's nothing there, he knows that he should be able to reach down and there should be a ladder right there.
For the drill, there are obvious safety precautions, a belay system with harnesses and a firefighter on the windowsill. The firefighter leaps head first out of the window onto the ladder, then turns around while out of harm's way. Firefighters are equipped with gear that allows them to get through a wall if the situation arises.
One of the techniques we train is a firefighter how to breach their way through sheetrock or gypsum board. The firefighter is going to do that. Obviously, the wall studs are only 16 inches on center, so he or she will go into a low profile maneuver once they've breached through and come on out. Go ahead, Alex. Demonstrate. So clear the hole. Make sure there's no electrical wires, no stuff. He'll check the outside. Obviously, he's going into an unknown area. He's going to check the floor to ensure that there's actually a floor there. There is no burn through. Then he'll go into what's called the sweep method and work his way out and get into an area of refuge or an adjoining room. It's that simple.
What you don't see in these demonstrations is that when there is an actual fire, smoke creates blackout conditions. Firefighters are in an environment completely foreign to them, and they have no idea what they're walking into or who might be inside. That's why having a training facility like this one in Colchester is crucial. It was made possible by the Venenziano franchise group of Dunkin' Donuts.
We've raised $30,000 for this training facility. We'd like to present you a check for $10,000. We're proud to support the brave men and women of the Volunteer Fire Company.
Thank you.
And let's not forget, these men and women are volunteers. They have other full-time jobs and are donating their time to keep you and your family safe.
The Colchester-Haywood Volunteer Fire Department plan to keep up the training facility and create a fire museum in the future. Now, coming up tomorrow, get this, part 2 of our fire safety series. I'm going to suit up with the company and help them put out a fire inside a burning building. Don't want to miss it. Coming up next on Connecticut Style.
The Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus is in town. It is the greatest show on earth, and you are going to get a taste of it. That's just ahead on Connecticut Style. Stay with us.
The firm was actually started by my great-grandfather over 127 years ago. The firm was always small, and personal service meant a lot to both my great-grandfather and my grandfather and my father. And they developed a good working relationship with their clients, which we continue today.
We decided against the growth angle and stayed with the personal representation.
It allows you to provide more personal service, which I believe ultimately leads to a better result for our client.
We've all been there, face to face with the list, the honey-do list. But with CLR, it's easy to cut the list down to size. Start in the bathroom with that shower head. Give it a quick dip in some CLR and see how strong it can really run. CLR is great for the washer and dishwasher too. Same thing with a coffee maker. For its best tasting brew, use CLR to clean your tools and make them shine. And CLR is safe for the environment. CLR has what you need to make fast work of any cleaning job around your house. CLR is available at these stores.
Today could be the day.
The day when you no longer have to live with bad, unhealthy teeth.
The day when years of embarrassment ends.
The day when the pain stops. The day that you call Aspen Dental.
Right now, new patients get a free smile exam and x-rays. And for a limited time, monthly payments start as low as just $25, with no interest for 18 months on quality dentures and dental care. Call 1-800-ASPEN Dental or schedule an appointment online.
Today is a good day to start smiling again.
The greatest show on earth is in town this weekend at the Webster Bank Arena in Bridgeport. There are over 300 people involved, but there is only one main chef. And I visited Chef Michael Vaughn where he holds court. I'm here with Chef Michael Vaughn in the Pie Car Senior. We are making seafood gumbo. So excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome, welcome.
All right, so what are we going to start with? You're going to start with the roux?
I'll give you a quick flash example.
Okay.
Okay, now, starting from the beginning, I've already made my roux, but starting from the beginning, you put a little butter, and I use a little olive oil as well. And you just put some flour, And you continuously, to make a roux is a gravy roux, you know, you can continuously work it. And it bubbles up, and eventually it's gonna get brown. It takes a lot of work, but it's gonna get brown. And as soon as it turns golden brown, it depends on how dark you want your roux to be.
Okay.
You know, you can, as long as you don't let it burn, you can work with this for hours. And just let it, on a low fire, you can actually leave it for a few minutes.
So you've got a golden brown, and then you put it in
you
here?
get a golden brown, and then you add water to it. And then when you add water to it, you put it in here, and then you build from there.
What do you have in here already?
Right, now this is the roux that I've browned, and there's onions in there, there's peppers and onions, bell peppers, celery, and this is the beginning of the gumbo. You would brown this off a little bit.
As you can see, it's really tight in here.
Just saute it a little bit.
Okay.
And you would mix it all together. And we're going to put some more in there. It never hurts to have a little bit.
Oh, it smells great. How many people do you serve every day, Chef Michael?
We serve about 350 to 400 people daily. And we're not all day, every day. We're responsible for being prepared to feed that many people. And of all the cast and crew, different diets and whatnot for the performers and other.
And different cuisines, because you have so many international performers.
Many different cuisines. We go. What you're getting today is like what we call around the world. We have Miss Vera's Musica, and I'll show you what that is in just 1 second here.
So now
I'm going to leave that there for a second while I go over the Musica with you.
Okay. And this is Musica we're also serving today.
Yes, the Bulgarian dish has ground beef and onions and celery, and she makes some bechamel sauce, which is made of eggs and cream, and it goes over the top and we bake it off.
It looks great.
Yes, and this other side right here, this is called banitsa, which is a puff pastry made of phyllo dough, feta cheese, lots of butter. It's delicious, and it's very light actually. You can have it with coffee, or you could have it as a bread with this, but it's great. Just with a cup of coffee alone, it was fabulous.
Great. So how's our gumbo doing? Let's check that out.
The gumbo, now, after these onions and everything are finished, you would then add them to, more of them, we've already done it, to the roux. It's absolutely necessary to have your Holy Trinity. Okay, then, after you do that, we're going to add crawfish today.
Crawfish.
Okay.
Is that spicy?
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay.
No. And we're just going to stir that in. And the last thing you ever add to gumbo, the shrimp.
Because it cooks really quickly.
Right. If it were a chicken and sausage gumbo, you know, you put all of those ingredients in first. And then, of course, you just put your shrimp in and you fold it in.
Let it simmer?
You let it simmer down. And you will have a delicious gumbo very soon here.
What about herbs?
I'm going to show you a little secret. Now we're going to make it a little bit spicy here. We're going to add some cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper.
So now we're only going to do a little bit because they get on me about that around here. They don't like spicy food.
Now go over with me really quickly. Holy Trinity, what is it?
Holy Trinity is onions, celery, bell pepper.
That's it.
Yes, and of course, you know, I've added garlic and everything to this already.
Well, it looks great.
Yes. All right, and here is your gumbo.
Oh, it looks great, Chef Michael. I'm here with two of the biggest performers in the circus. Andre and Danielle, what do you do?
I am America's favorite cowboy, the host of Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey's All Access Pre-Show. Thank you, darling.
And Danielle, what do you do?
I'm a dancer from Brazil and snake charmer.
Wow. One of those huge, big snakes?
Yeah, carpet python, 8-foot.
Oh, you got one of the most dangerous jobs. But right now you're going to try the food.
That's right, that's right.
What do you think so far?
I love it.
You love it. Do you love coming here to the dining room?
Oh, yes. Especially because Chef Michael always has some Brazilian dishes to make for me.
It's delicious.
The greatest show on earth and the greatest dining on earth. You can't beat it.
You really can't beat it. I had so much fun. You can get that seafood gumbo recipe by logging on to WTNH.com and clicking on Connecticut Style. Now, do you believe in ghosts? We'll tell you where you can go to have a scary good time as Halloween approaches. More on Connecticut Style when we come back.
Dr. Mel Goldstein. You watched him for 25 years. Now, take an exclusive look back at his amazing life and career. in Dr. Mel, What a Ride It's Been. Saturday at 7:30 on News 8. Get your tough questions ready, because it's time once again for Ask the Governor. Your voice, your chance, your questions. Send them to us now, then watch Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. on News 8.
Are your depression symptoms keeping you from living the life you want to live? If so, please call right now about our medical research study of an investigational medication to treat depression. Adults who qualify may receive study-related care and study medication at no cost. To see if you may pre-qualify, please call right now toll-free 1-866-330-9797 or visit ifeelblue.com 1-866-330-9797.
Before you renew your Medicare insurance plan, talk to the friendly folks at Health Insurance Associates. We can show you how to save money with new zero premium plans that offer in and out of network doctor visits, hospitalization, and prescriptions. At Health Insurance Associates, we take the time to explain all your options, including these new zero premium plans. Call now to schedule your personal one-on-one appointment. Health Insurance Associates. Medicare insurance made simple.
Legend has it that deep in the woods behind the Shoreline Trolley Museum lurk the things that nightmares are made of, kind of like this guy here. This place is called the Haunted Isle. Joining me now to fill us in are some of the volunteers there. Mr. B. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Mr. B and the Joker.
Hello, beautiful.
Oh, hi there. You've brought some friends with you, too, I see.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Who do we have here?
This is Chuckles the Clown right here. He doesn't smile much.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We have Buttons, the other clown.
Hi, Buttons.
We
All
have
right.
Little Man, our tiny terror on the trike.
Okay.
And Tiny, the super beast.
Wow, you're scary. And those tattoos are real, aren't they? All right, Mr. B here. Tell me a little bit about what we're getting into here.
Well, you know, the Haunted Isle is this little piece of let property up on the Shoreline Trolley Museum. You know the Shoreline Trolley Museum?
Yes, the Shoreline Trolley Museum, I do.
In East Haven. And then we're trying to put some money together for the museum to keep them alive.
So is this like a haunted trail or a haunted house?
It is. What you do is you take this little ride down on the trolleys, these old trolleys.
Oh, so you actually get to get on
120 years
the
old or
trolley.
something like that.
Okay.
You take this ride down there, they drop you off in the yard. Well, then you're all ours.
Is that
we
right?
take you for a walk through the woods. Oh, about 3/4 of a mile it is.
Really? Now, how old should you be? Is it for little kids or more so?
It all depends. You know, you got little children, they're adults. And then you have little children that are babies.
Okay.
Okay. 10 years old is probably the best place to start. You know, but it all depends on the attitude of the child.
I understand,
You know,
Mr. B.
I mean, this guy here, he takes out 50-year-old people because they can't handle it. And then the 5-year-old kids go up and kick him in the knee. So, you know, it all
Good thing he's
depends.
got these spikes on, though. He's protected.
Yeah, well, I don't know how protected he is from the backside.
Oh, dear. All right, Joker, tell me about what people can expect when they get there. Are they going to be frightened, or is it more fun? What do you think?
Oh, it's a terrifying place to go.
Okay.
When you come through, we have a whole bunch of different places to play. We have the clowns with their mayhem that they like to do.
Okay.
We have the labyrinth with all types of disgusting, horrible creatures in it. We got a hospital that'll chop you up and leave you in the marsh. We have zombies, everything.
Are there chainsaws?
Oh, of course there's chainsaws.
Wouldn't be complete, right?
Wouldn't be complete at all. You look a little nervous.
I know, you guys are
You
all
look-
kind of making me nervous. I feel so underdressed,
Don't worry,
too.
honey. We'll take good care of you.
All right, let's talk about tickets. How can people go to...
You can go to hauntedisle.org and buy tickets online. They're called express tickets, so you don't have to wait in line for anything.
Oh, that's great.
Or
Are
you
there
can go
big
that
long
night.
lines? Is there usually a lengthy wait?
Yeah, if you go to hauntedisle.org, you can buy the online tickets. If you go to the museum, they're $10 a piece.
Okay.
And you have to wait in line sometimes an hour.
Oh, all right.
Okay,
So you're
but
going
if
to
you
want...
get the online tickets, you're right in the gate right away. And we get to play with you right away.
How many volunteers are there in the whole thing?
On average, about 110 a night.
And you guys get to dress up like this every night?
Absolutely.
That is so fun.
Yeah, it is
I don't know who's dressed up.
Oh,
this is
what
how
you do?
I go out every day. Haven't you seen the movies?
I have. All right, and I understand the proceeds benefit the Shoreline Trolley Museum. Just tell us a little bit about what that is for people who aren't familiar with it.
Shoreline Trolley Museum. It's a museum in East Haven, and it's all the old trolleys from past yesteryear. Pretty cool stuff.
All right.
And because of the Hurricane Irene, I think it was, a lot of them got put down because of the floods and everything else. So we got like 3 or 4 running.
So we want to help support this, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Every dime from this event goes to the Shoreline Trolley Museum.
Oh, that's terrific. And it's a whole lot of fun for Halloween.
Oh yeah, yeah. As you can see.
Your horn doesn't work, Bubbles. All right, well, let's put the buttons. I'm sorry. Let's put the information up on the screen here. You could check out Haunted Isle on Friday and Saturday nights in October. Go to hauntedisle.org for more information, or just come to WTNH.com and click on Connecticut Style. We'll have the link there. If I say Beetlejuice 3 times, are you going to shrink?
That's once.
All right, well, I want to thank you.
Say it again.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, baby.
All right, guys, thanks so much for being here. Stay with us. More Connecticut Style coming up after the break.
The next generation Da Vinci SI robot-assisted technology is now at Middlesex Hospital, where in the hands of our skilled surgeons, it's taking minimally invasive surgery further than ever before, including a treatment for lung cancer and a revolutionary procedure for sleep apnea. Best of all, it's putting patients at ease with less scarring, less pain, and less time away from the activities they love. Middlesex Hospital, technology with a human touch.
If you've been injured through no fault of your own, call Injury Attorney for Me today. Our network of professional injury attorneys are on your side and will work to get you money for your pain and suffering. The law limits the time you have to file your claim, and the insurance companies protect their own best interest. Call Injury Attorney for Me now. Protect your family and your future with the compensation you deserve. Call 1-888-898-9529 or visit injuryattorneyforme.com.
I saved $700.
Save your home. All services are free.
My new interest rate is 2%.
Savings of $817.
NACA Save the Dream Tour is at Hartford's Excel Center from October 20th to the 24th. Sign up at NACA.com.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey, the greatest show on earth, invite you to celebrate Barnum 200. Join us opening night when tickets are just $12.25. Opens October 20th at Webster Bank Arena. Get your tickets today.
Montblanc not only creates luxurious pens, watches, and jewelry, they're also very committed to art and culture initiatives. Joining me now is John Patrick Schmitz, the CEO of Montblanc North America. John Patrick, welcome. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, your company was one of the major sponsors of Mark My Words event benefiting the Mark Twain House. Why was it so important to be part of that big event?
Well, culture and arts is not what we do, it's really who we are as a company, being established in 1906 and really are famous for our writing instruments and the literature. And we're supporting and we're celebrating patrons of the art and famous writers. And one which we celebrated last year was Mark Twain. So we had a major cooperation with the Mark Twain House up in Hartford, Connecticut, where we actually took some of their specialists and took them around the country and educated people around the United States about the work of Mark Twain. And last year we launched a special pen dedicated to the work of Mark Twain.
And you brought that pen here.
That's right.
Can you show us a little more?
Yeah, let me take and grab this pen. So it takes several years actually to design a fine writing instrument in a limited edition like the Mark Twain. It starts with obviously selecting the author and then trying to understand his or her work and life and take some of these elements into the design. If you look, for instance, at the Mark Twain, up here you see like the steam pipe of a steamboat. And if you look at the body of the pen, let me put it to the side, you actually see the waves of the Mississippi River. So while it is a wonderful, functional, limited edition writing instrument, at the same time it tells a story. So it writes a story and it tells a story.
And how many people worked on this pen?
Oh, it's a whole group of people. Obviously the designers and the researchers who research the history. But then it comes to the artists and the craftsmen in our atelier who are trying to work with material and designs and forms forms and shapes to finally come up with these wonderful creations.
You were saying that your designers have been with the company for many, many years. Some of them have passed on their talents to the next generation.
Absolutely. We have some of our craftsmen and Meister, which is a German word for a master craftsmen, are second, third generation with us. So yes, we're a global company, but in our heart we're still a manufacturer and keeping up the traditions and values which our forefathers put into our company.
These are really pieces of art.
They are pieces of art. They're jewels, which I like to say, which happen to write. So and very often they're bought or received at a significant moment at somebody's life and handed down to the next generation.
You have others here. What is this one right here?
Yes, this year actually we're celebrating a very famous author, the Carlo Collodi. He was the writer and the author of the adventures of Pinocchio. And if I take one of these...
Oh, Pinocchio,
Pinocchio
yes.
was this wonderful, famous children's story. And here again, we worked actually in the cap. Some of the characters, down here you see a whale, which is part of the storyline. You see actually up here, you see the face of a fox, which is part of the storyline. And actually right over there you see Pinocchio himself, crafted into the wonderful cap.
Beautiful.
And you see the nose, the wooden nose, which is so characteristic for Pinocchio here at the bottom of the writing instrument.
And this pen next to it?
And this is the same. There are different writing modes. There are fountain pens, and then there are ball points and roller balls. This particular item is a pencil, a classical pencil. So the designs come in very different writing modes and writing styles.
And what's probably the most popular? The pens, the pencils?
The roller balls and the ball points are probably the most famous or the most sought after. The fountain pen has by far the most precise and enjoyable writing style. So if you've never written with a fountain pen, I can only recommend it. It's just a beautiful experience.
And for those of us who want to know more about these products, all you have to do is go to Montblanc.com. And you also have a fabulous partnership with the Urban Arts Partnership. What exactly is that all about, the Montblanc Writers Project and the Urban Arts Partnership?
Well, I started this year the Urban Arts Partnership, exactly the 24-hour play, which is to the support of the urban arts, celebrating its 10th anniversary. I've joined the party, so to speak, 5 years ago. Once a year, 24 actors, 6 writers, and 6 producers come together to create in 24 hours a theater play on Broadway. And all the proceeds go to the Urban Arts Partnership, which is an organization who helps inner city schools in New York who have cut their arts programs to actually provide arts education to these children and give them something which is so important for their education, but unfortunately, which with tight budgets have been cut everywhere around the country and certainly in New York. So on the 14th of November, we have the 24-hour play. And actually prior to this, we have a writers contest. These 6 writers who will write 10-minute Broadway pieces, one of them will actually be a student.
Very good. And the winner will be announced on Monday.
On Monday. So we'll have a winner, and this is a young student who will actually have a debut on Broadway.
Very good. Jan Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. Some fabulous work here.
Thank you so much.
We want to thank all of our guests, and of course, thank you all for watching. Make it a great day, everybody.